Okay, clean up my eBay crap video mess. I had to crawl to get out of here that day with all so much junk in front of my door, but got it consolidated. So we got most of a Sportster motor down here, minus the lower end. And then up here we got most of a shovelhead motor, minus the heads. So we're going to go ahead and lock up this shovel motor. So we got the crank and the cases that it came out of, the bearings, cylinders, pistons, and other miscellaneous junk. But not everything. We got enough here to mock it up. Oh. Let's see if I can lose the camera here. It's always fun when you lose the camera while you're trying to videotape. Okay. Hopefully you don't pick up too much of that noise outside, because YouTube don't like when I got noise out there that sounds like music, but it's actually just a bunch of noise. Okay, so first thing I do is put the crank into the case. Requires a crank tool. I always like truing the cranks before I do anything with them, so let's go ahead and true the crank. Don't want to do a mock-up motor with a bad crank. It's a good time to do it is right now, because we're right here. Got our trusty old stand and got my hammer, so I got everything I need to do a crank. This crank actually feels halfway decent, so let's see how bad it really is. This also gives you a good feel for how bad the rods feel. If the rods don't feel good, then we're no good. Okay. So I'm going to look at our pointers here. So let's see how bad this crank really is. Yeah. Looks like we're about 5 over there and probably 3 over there. Hell, if that was a twin cam or an M8, that'd be like perfect, because Harley can't even get close to that. But being an old piece of crap shovelhead, a good old hammer mechanic like me, I think we can do a lot better job than that. Appears to be high right on the bottom. This one's high right off the side a little bit, so a bit of a twist in it. We got about half of it right there. Centered. And she's pretty close, a little bit off still. One more of those. Gotta get 2 flywheels going together first. That means when you put it on the crank pin, it's not twisted, it's flat. Then you can go in or out pretty easy after that to bring it into what you need. It's high down there. Okay, they appear to be even now. So now we just need to squeeze it a little bit. There's some fat flywheels. Okay, not sure how much I need, so we'll just go a little bit. About the same. Okay. So right now we're about the same. I didn't really change it any. So you can see how much they're moving now compared to what they were. So you watch the needle and it pretty much quits moving about right there. Pull up. And if you look at the other side, it's about in the same relationship. If you notice, the rods are right over here, so it's big down there, too wide. So just give it more of a squeeze. If it's too narrow, you put a chisel in it. Spread it. Just in case we're trying to squeeze it. Okay, a couple of good cranks. A little better. Still needs more. Didn't appear to be moving very fast. So give it a little more hit. A little more persuasion to make it move around a little quicker than what it's been doing. Alright, definitely moved something. Okay, this one's now high, a little bit past. About the same. Yeah, it's still down there, but barely moving. And this one, same deal. Okay, so this side doesn't want to move. This side here is almost done. So we can go put it in the press. I'm going to beat on this damn thing. Try just to move the one side. It's high on the bottom, which means the shaft needs to drop this way. So that means we got to pound it straight down. So I go over here in the press over here. And I'm going to go over there and give it a little bit of a love tap. There. Pressure on it so it doesn't move. A little bit of, we'll give it one hit. I'm not sure how much we need. Come back and check it. Okay. Put back in the stand over here. Okay. Some heavy moving there. All right. Get out of my way. I wondered that moving. I hit it with my elbow. Okay. See what we got here. And moved a little bit. It's now high on the opposite side over here. And this one is also. I think it's high about right here, 90 degrees. And the flywheel needs to be squeezed together, so I'm going to hit it right here just a little bit. My hammer though. And what's the other side need? It's dead center, so it does not need to move in that direction. So I think we got to hold it a little bit. Kind of a light tap, not too much. Just kind of not sure how much it's going to move there, so just want to hit it lightly and see what happens. That side didn't move. This side moved more on center. Okay. More or less centered up, so I'm going to hit just off the center because I need to squeeze a little bit. It's probably going to bounce back, so just give it a little love tap there to let it know that we're home. Okay, I've got things moving around a little bit. Okay, what's it want now? Appears to be high at the crank pin. And this one is high on the bottom. And over there, and then high there. It's got double highs, which means the shaft's a little dirty or it's got something on it. Looks like it needs to be twisted some more. Same problem we had originally is coming back, which is common. Kind of go in a circle and come back where you were at originally, which means you didn't really move it. And that one's either broken or it's moved good. No, it's just good. So it's runnable right now, but I want to be better than runnable. So you can see how the right side doesn't really move. And the left side is a good full line, which is 2 thou. So I'm going to try to get that a little closer. So it's been a lot of effort to get no gain, or very little gain, but that's okay. Still slightly high over here by a couple tenths. And this one's high. Starting here. It doesn't change until you get over this. It's all the same from here to here. So I'm going to hit it right here again, try to get it to move down slightly. Support the other side so it doesn't move. We're not hitting it hard enough to move, so we got to hit it harder. So let's see if that was enough to do it. It did something. That side's pretty much not really moving hardly anything. If I had to guess, it's slightly off center now. And I think it shifted over to here, which means it did move on the crank pin pivot, which is not good. Unless they're both off pivot. Okay, this one's over here. This one's kind of more, what side is it on? It's more on this side. It's on the upper side. And this is more on the bottom side. So we went the wrong, went too much. I think, was that the same spot we hit? No, that's the same side we've been hitting on. Alright. Hit it harder. See if we can get better. It's going to get worse. This side's definitely getting better. That side definitely got worse. Let's see if they're going the same direction or fighting each other. Probably fighting each other. Alright, let's see what we got. From here all the way to here is the sweet spot on that one. And this one's all the way over to here. So this one's slightly higher. Very slight. Like doing two things at once almost, right? Two different hits. Ew, that got worse. It didn't like that. This side got worse, this side didn't. That side might have got better. Definitely way up here. just before the crank pin is high, right here where this line is. And this one, pretty much just bounce, 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 bounce. Multiple highs and lows in the same spot. If I say it was high, it was on this side, which is the opposite of this side, which means we twisted it too far. This side's the worst, we're going to hit that side, try to bring it in. So I'll show you how much they're moving right now. See how the left one there doesn't really move, the right one is moving a lot. Now, this is the left side of the truing stand, but it's the right side of the flywheel. We go by the flywheel, not the truing stand. I do know the difference between my right and my left. In spite of what some people think. Okay, we know it's high on this side. I overshifted it, so this should bring it back slightly. They usually move back a lot quicker than they start, so hit it a lot less force. And that brought that right in pretty nice. I'm going to knock this side out a little bit, which doesn't surprise me. So now the right side, ooh, watch out for that rod. The right side is basically not moving, and the left side is barely moving. So, not bad. Let me see if I can get it better. Try to get that left side to come back down a little bit without affecting the right side. It's pretty hard to do. Yeah, we'll see if we can do it. Okay. High spots all through here in the middle. High spot is all through in the middle, so that's good. So that means you squeeze it. Should make both better. And over here a little bit. There we go. Tie more at the bottom. This one's more high through here. This one's high over here. So it needs to be hit here just a little bit to bring it in. Just kind of the opposite of how we had it before, so it keeps playing around, but they're very good right now. See how the right side is basically not moving, and the left side is half a line maybe. So this is the point where you should stop and not screw it up. Remember that.